Do you ever feel? Do you ever feel that knot in your stomach? That rush of blood to your head when things go wrong? We call it bad. It's that overwhelming feeling that makes you want to either run or freeze. Most of us see panic as our enemy, a sign of weakness. But what if I told you that for some people, panic is the beginning of incredible focus? What if the very same feeling that makes most of us fall apart is what makes them rise to the occasion? Today, we're going to talk about a remarkable woman who didn't just face panic, she harnessed it. She found a way to turn that chaotic, overwhelming energy into a laser beam of precision. This isn't just a story about staying calm under pressure. It's about transforming the raw, primal energy of fear into a superpower. Let's travel back to a time when flying was still a daring adventure. Our story centers on a young pilot. Let's call her Elara. Elara loved the sky. It was her sanctuary. But on one fateful day, that sanctuary turned into a storm-tossed nightmare. She was flying a small propeller plane when, suddenly, a critical instrument failed.
The engine sputtered, and the plane began to lose altitude. Fast. The ground rushed up to meet her.
The radio crackled with static. She was alone. In that moment, panic hit her like a physical blow.
Her heart hammered against her ribs, her breath came in ragged gasps, and her vision started to tunnel.
Every instinct screamed at her to give up, to let fear take the controls. This is the moment most stories of disaster begin. But this is where Elara's story changes. Instead of being consumed by the chaos, something inside her clicked. She later described it as a moment of strange clarity.
The noise in her head didn't just quiet down.
Eat, Foku! The adrenaline that was making her tremble a second ago now felt like pure, concentrated energy. Her hands, which had been shaking, became steady on the controls. The jumble of emergency procedures in her mind sorted itself into a clear, step-by-step checklist. She ignored the blaring alarms and the rattling of the fuselage. Her entire world shrank to the cockpit, to the few instruments that were still working, and to the feel of the plane in her hands. She wasn't thinking about the what-ifs. She was only thinking about the what now. One action at a time. Fuel line check. Adjust the flaps. Find a potential landing spot. Each move was deliberate, precise, and executed with a calmness that defied the situation. This is the fascinating part.
Psychologists have a term for this: perceptual narrowing.
When faced with extreme stress, our brain can sometimes filter out all distractions, allowing us to focus intensely on the immediate task required for survival.
For Laura, the panic didn't disappear. It was repurposed. The fear became fuel. The overwhelming flood of sensory information was channeled into a single, powerful stream of action.
She spotted a small, open field, barely a speck in the landscape below.
It was a risky, almost impossible target. But with her newfound precision, she calculated the glide path, managed her dwindling altitude, and guided the wounded plane down.
The landing was rough. A bone-jarring skid across the uneven ground, but she and the plane were intact.
She had turned certain disaster into a stunning feat of airmanship. When the rescue team finally reached her, they found her not hysterical, but calmly running through post-flight checks. They were amazed by her composure. But it wasn't just composure. It was the result of a profound mental shift.
Elara had discovered that within the heart of panic lies an untapped reservoir of focus.
Her story teaches us an incredible lesson.
While we should never seek out danger, we can change our relationship with fear and pressure.
The next time you feel that surge of panic, whether it's before a big presentation or during a personal crisis, remember Elara. Take a deep breath. Acknowledge the feeling, but don't let it pilot you. Instead, ask yourself, what is the one, single, precise action I can take right now? Panic can feel like a storm, but even in the fiercest storm, there is an eye of calm and clarity. The challenge is learning how to find it. Elara's story proves that it is possible to turn our greatest moments of fear into our finest moments of strength. What do you think? Have you ever experienced a moment where pressure gave you incredible focus? Share your stories in the comments below. I'd love to read them. And if you found this story inspiring, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more content that explores the amazing potential of the human mind. Thanks for watching.